back on the Domino's post-game report. The Brockbusters pull off a major upset tonight at home at Conestoga, knocking off number 21 Butler 80-78, and also the alma mater of the interim coach of the Brockbusters, Mike Scoop-Harding. So that has to make this all the more sweeter to you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Boy, that was a good one. We came out fighting and took it kind of personal because they didn't seem to. We felt a little bit disrespected by the way they were so loose in warm-ups, and we just took it personal and came out and wanted to win.
What does this say? I mean, we'll get into some of the specifics about this team against an opponent like Butler, who, I kept saying, and I've watched a lot of Butler women's teams over the years. They always look smooth. Their defense is really good. It seems like you took them out of everything that they wanted to do, especially on their offensive side, because their defense forced 33 turnovers.
Right, yeah, that was the game for us, was playing good, tough, solid defense. One thing I like to say is guard your yard. I give that credit to Mike Lewis at Lawrence High. If you just guard your yard, and as soon as they pick the ball up, get up in their face. Guards don't like pressure. And once they picked it up, we got up in their face and got to yelling dead. I think I was probably screaming dead louder than anybody else in here. But, you get in passing lanes and you'll get those steals, or they'll just throw it away for you. And that's what they did for us.
I want to go to that last sequence. You guys are up by 3, and what you can't do is turn the ball over. So what happens, you turn it over, and then you get it back, and then you turn it over again, and then they have a chance at that point to tie the game. So what's going through your mind when you're watching that?
Well, out of the timeout, we said we have one timeout to use. Just got a little rattled, got a little caught up. I guess, I could have called a timeout also. I got caught up in the moment a little bit. But we scrapped. We didn't give up. We didn't say, oh, crap, they're going to get a 3 or something. We stayed solid, and I think that helped us.
Points in the paint, they outscored you 38-12. Second chance points, they outscore you 24-9. And the rebounding advantage is so ridiculous. It's like you can't even do this in a video game. 59-24, they out-rebound you, and somehow you win by 2.
We're small. We are small, and we're just going to have to live with that. But if our shots are falling, I don't know too many teams that can hang with us. When Lay is hitting those deep shots, and I've been preaching move the ball 4 or 5 times, but when she's feeling it, there's no one's going to stop her from shooting it other than me taking her out of the ball game.
Well, you still had 16 assists tonight, so the ball movement was there.
Absolutely, we're sharing the ball a lot more. We still can do better. I think we can still. We missed a few wide open, but we'll get better.
Mike Scoop-Harding, the interim coach for Garden City, joining us on the postgame. 80-78, Garden City knocks off Butler. So let's get to Bellany. She had 7 threes, 23 points. That's a new career high. You came in on the pregame and you said you want to set the record for threes in a game. You fell one shy of tying it.
Oh.
You had 14 tonight, 14 of 38. This team, and you just pointed it out, can shoot lights out. We've also seen games, and even in this game, where you start out well and then you miss 11 straight shots and then somehow you bounce back. Right. How shooters shoot? How much do you stress that to this team?
Absolutely, and they know that. When we practice, we get up a lot of shots. You got to shoot your way out of a slump. You got to take open shots. I saw a few pass up open shots, to try to, penetrate in, to get something flowing. Once the shooter sees the ball go through the net, and that's where we need to try to get to the free throw line. If we get to the free throw line, see something good happen, we can definitely feed off of that.
All right, we talked about your defense. Is there anything specific that makes you just glow with confidence? Never mind the opponent that you just beat, because obviously that's a tip of the cap. But what about this game makes you feel like you can beat anybody in this conference?
Once we box out and go to boards. Once we box out, we should be able to take our level of play up to another height. Day played real well on the boards tonight. She didn't wait for the ball to come to her. That was one of the things she was always doing. For some reason, we think the ball's going to come to us. We have to go get it, and that's what she did. She did late in the game. She got a tough rebound that we had to have, and she went up and did it, and she even flexed at me a little bit, so I like that. I'll take that.
Ariana Hall, not feeling well, did not play yesterday. She still wasn't, or on Saturday, still not 100% tonight, but she gave you 11 points and 5 rebounds off the bench.
And that's 6, so, that's just the tip of what she can do. She get to feeling better. I think we can get to rolling again, hopefully.
All right, lastly, now you got Pratt on Wednesday. They've been kind of up and down the last couple of weeks, specifically in conference play. So now going back on the road, how do you? I ask you this every game, and so far it's worked. You came back from 10 down in the second half against Tech on Saturday. You were down by 7 after leading by 7 in the first half today. Come all the way back, go up by 12, and then hang on in the end. How do you take what you did tonight and carry it now in 48 hours?
We have to stay together and stay focused. As long as we do that and keep pumping each other up, I think we can do it. Just staying focused, staying positive.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mike Scoop Harding beats his alma mater. He played 2 years at Butler. And this one feels good. 80-78. Blockbusters win it by 2. Take a timeout, come back quickly, and we wrap this one up here on 99.9 The Rock. Back in the Domino's postgame report, Blockbusters win it 80-78. Final game recap brought to you by Garden City Community College. The future starts now, and your final game highlights. Your recap brought to you by Garden City Community College. The final highlights presented by American Implement. All right, so Garden City gets off to a good start, which has kind of plagued them so far this season. They have not done that. Tonight they did, and it started with Alyssa Boyce. High on the left side, it's Deborah Ford, defended there by Gross. Whips it right corner, Boyce, open triple. Front rim, left rim, and then drops in. Hit every part of the rim. 3-1 Garden City up early. Eventually stretched that to 5 thanks to Deb Ford. Blockbuster ball, here's Deja Ross off the bounce, wing to baseline left, floats up an air ball and a layup. And Nard the rebound for Butler. Grizzlies back right to left. Downs has it inside for Nard. Knocked away and taken by Pasha. Already 2 Butler turnovers. 2-on-1. Pasha out of 4. And slams on the brakes and knocks it down from 10 feet in the paint. 8-3. Blockbusters by 5. Eventually that lead stretched to 7. Melanie hitting from distance. 8-4, Blockbuster lead. 7:14 remaining first quarter. Bellany open 3, swishes it from the left wing. Great start for Garden City. They are 4 of their first 8. It's an 8-1 run. All right, so that put them up by 7, 11-4. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, but the Blockbusters missed their next 11 shots, score 1 point over the final 7 minutes of the opening quarter. They're down 18-12 going into the second period. Butler then stretched that lead to 7. This time it was Livingston. Butler ball from right to left. Left wing Nero, guarded by Boyce. Garden City in a man-to-man. Bounce pass high on the left, Livingston with a ball fake, getting around Ford and lays it in. Nicely done by Manny Livingston. And Butler has their largest lead of the first half. 22-15. Grizzlies up with 7:30 to go in the second period. Blockbusters, though, keeping it close. Alyssa Boyce, who eventually fouled out of this game with the deuce. Rebound Nero for Butler, and then she turns it over at half court. Garden has it 2-on-2. Boyce with a Euro step in from the right wing and lays it in. Blockbusters down 5 at that point. They pulled back to within 2, but didn't have an answer early for Nero. And it's Beck, the rebound along the left elbow for Butler. Garden City started the game 4 of 8. They are 3 of their last 22. On the drive, this is Nero. High off the glass, right lane line is money. 28-24, Blockbusters down by 4 at that point, but never fear. Boyce hits a free throw, and then Bellany knocking one down from downtown. Rosa handles on the left wing with a chest-high right-hand dribble, defended by Ross. Timer at 8. Bad pass, rainbowed inside, intercepted by Boyce for Garden City. 19th Butler turnover. All right wing, straight away Ross. Passes up to 3, fires to Bellany. Left corner triple, got it. And we're all even at 28. What a big night for Bellany. It's 7 threes, one big one there, part of a 10-2 run that tied the game at 28. Garden City, however, was down 32-31 at the break. Excuse me, they were down by 3 at the break. Fast forward now to the second half. And it starts off with a Bellany 3, and then Paschow getting involved, and all of a sudden the Brockbusters from down 7 are up 4.
Brockbuster ball attacking the hoop to our left. Up by 2, Paschow, left mid-post, floats it in, the assisted Deja Ross. 8-0 Brockbuster run, 36-32 Garden City, a minute gone by. Here in the third quarter.
They're up by 4. They push that to 7 a little bit later on.
Left to right, bad pass again up the left sideline, and Butler turns it over for the 24th time. Here is Boyce, banks it in, right block for Garden. 15 points for Boyce. Timeout Garden City, and this equals the largest lead of the game.
44-37, 7-point Brockbuster lead. This is all part of a 9-0 run. They built the lead to 11. And then Ariana Hall teeing up a long distance shot.
Garden ball right to left. Hall knocks down a left wing 3. Brockbusters, their 10th three-point hit of the night.
53-42, Brockbusters by 11. Houston, it's a free throw with 2:44 to go following another Butler turnover. And they're up by 12, 54-42. And then when Butler cut it to 7, Garden City stretched it back to 10.
They were down by 6 at the end of 1. And they were down 3 at the break. Hall, left wing triple again is good. Felicity Houston the assist. Second triple for Hall, who missed the last game with flu-like symptoms.
57-47 Garden. Final 2 minutes of the third period. Well, this game was won, well, 2 reasons. As Butler closes that third quarter on an 8-2 run. They close it to within 4. But the game was won by number 5, Jalea Bellany, one of her 7 three-pointers on the night.
Ross also with 5 assists tonight. At the nail, it's forward. Whip it for Bellany. Right corner 3. Got another. Omarosa. 7 threes for Jalea Bellany. 65-55, Garden by 10. 90 seconds into the fourth.
Bellany hits back-to-back threes to stretch that lead back to 10. And then when Butler got close again, they were down by 3, Butler was. It was Paschow with the hoop and the harm.
And now Ross tossing it in line left for Garden City. Bounce pass, Paschow, left slot, 15-footer, count it, and 1. Nard ran into her. And Paschow extends the Brockbuster lead to 7 with 5.5 to go. She's got 4 points and 5 rebounds. That's the 4th foul on Nard, who's got 25 and 11 the other way.
Well, Nard eventually fouls out. 69-61 Garden, 5.5 to go. Butler kept this one close, though. They pulled back to within 2, 69-67, and then Paschow again. She had the answer down the stretch.
Brockbusters keep it. Inbounds, Paschow lays it in from the right block.
She's got 7. 71-67 Brockbusters, 3 minutes to go. Biggest shot of this game, though. Bellany hit 7 threes, yes. But it was Deja Ross with just over a minute to go. Her team clinging to a 1-point lead. It was Ross from downtown.
To play with, alternating arrow favors Garden. Each team is over the limit with 5 fouls. Ross dribbles, left wing into a 3. Got it! Deja Ross drifting to her left and nails a 3.
75-71 Garden City. Brockbusters were up by 3 in the waning seconds of this one. You could not turn it over. And they did, and a wild sequence ensued.
Boy, Garden City has flipped this game. They're up by 3. It's going to be the foul game. And then a turnover on the inbounds. Butler's got it. Ford on the re-steal, and then she lost it. Butler's got it down 3 with 10 seconds to go. 79-76. Right corner 3 by Gibbons is off the mark. Weak side defensive rebound, Ariana Hall, and a foul. Almost disaster with 4 seconds.
Well, the Brockbusters able to put the game away at the line. They win it 80-78. Final game numbers brought to you by Burtis Motors. Brockbusters shot just 32%, 22 of 69. But their saving grace was the fact they hit 14 threes, 14 of 38 from downtown. They were 22 of 33 at the line. They were out-rebounded by 35. 8 offensive rebounds, 16 turnovers, 16 assists, and 18 steals and 1 block. Jalea Bellany did it all. 23 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 7 of 23, hit 7 three-pointers. Alyssa Boyce had 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 steals. Ariana Hall off the bench, 11 points, 5 rebounds in 17 minutes. She was not 100%. Deja Ross had 9 points, 6 assists, and 1 steal. 6 assists, 1 shy of a season best. Pajo had 7 points, 6 boards, 6 and 6 for Ford. Suarez Tudela had 3. And Felicity Houston had 2. Butler shot 42%, 25 of 60, 2 of 9 from 3, 26 of 35 from the field. They out-rebounded Garden by 35, 17 offensive rebounds, but 33 turnovers tonight for Butler. They had 10 assists, 9 steals, 1 block. Tamar Nard fouled out with 25 points and 11 rebounds. He was unstoppable in 24 minutes. 15 for Gross, 11 for Nero and 2 boards. Willis Rosa had 11 points and 7 rebounds. Dana Johnson cashed in 7. Garden City improves to 8 and 11, 2 and 8, 3 and 7 now in conference play. Butler goes to 15 and 6, 8 and 3 in the Jayhawk Conference. Take a break. Back with Game 2 after this on 99.9 The Rock. Back at Conestoga Arena, courtside Mike Pilosoff. Wild game 1 with a blockbuster woman just knocked off number 21 Butler. 80-78. Set for game 2 where the Grizzlies are coming off a 40-point loss against Independence, 97-57 the other night. Meantime, the Blockbusters shorthanded again tonight, but they were shorthanded against Northwest Tech and found a way to win, pulling away for a 19-point victory, snapping a 7-game losing streak. Get to your starting lineups. First for the visitors from El Dorado, Butler 14-5, 7-4 in the Jayhawk East. They start Braylon Easter, a 6'3 sophomore transfer from Lamar University from Little Rock, Arkansas. 16 points, 4 rebounds on 44% shooting. Javante Hawkins, a 5'10 freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri. 8.3 points, 3.4 rebounds, shooting 43%. Sean Hopkins, 6'4 freshman from Benton Harbor, Michigan. 11 points, 6 boards. Tracy Jones, 6'7 sophomore from Mesquite, Texas. 4 points, nearly 5 rebounds per game. And then Marquis English, a 6'6 freshman from Pittsburgh, Kansas. 12 points, 6.6 rebounds. The head coach is Kyle Fisher, a longtime assistant at Coffeyville, now in his first season here in El Dorado. Grizzlies, meantime, have used 6 different starting lineups. Tonight is their 7th different starting lineup of the season. For Garden City, they are without some key players tonight. We'll get into that here in just a second. Mason Osborne, 6'4" freshman from St. John, Kansas, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Joining him, Traylon Spencer, 6'8" sophomore, Fort Worth, Texas, 14 points, 7 boards. Talik Chavez, 6'2" freshman from Arlington, Texas, scored 18 the other night, shooting 46%. Deshaun Woods, a 6'8" sophomore from Frisco, Texas, 8 points and 5 rebounds. And then Michael Frazier, 6'10" freshman from Salt Lake City, 14 points and 5 rebounds, coming off a career best 27 points and 8 rebounds in that win over Northwest Tech on Saturday. Patrick Nee, who's under the weather himself, is the head coach for the Blockbusters. He was not feeling well at all following the game against Northwest Tech. The officials for tonight's game: Jason Johnson, Will Schnittker, and Vern Kisner. This is the same officiating group that did the Blockbuster game the other night in Goodland. So Patrick Nee is here, red in the face, just like everyone else. Blockbusters without Caleb Favors tonight. Also without Naj Ashley Emery, Marquez Terry, and Garrett Bryant, all in the infirmary ward, all with the flu. Butler with the black uniforms, the purple numerals, Garden City in the home whites. We are underway from Conestoga Arena. Blockbusters looking to ride a little momentum following their first win in nearly 2 months. Spencer has it up top, watched there by Marquis English. Butler in a man-to-man defense. High on the left, it's Woods. Shovels low right for Spencer. Banging with Jones and lays it in. Garden City 2, Butler nothing. 19:37 to go here in the opening half. Butler's first possession, moving from right to left. High on the right side. English kicks it back out. They swing it on the left side angle for Hawkins. Chant of defense from the Blockbuster crowd. Shot clock at 10. Straight away, this is Gracie Jones. Down low left. Marquis English misses a layup, and Talik Chavez has the rebound for Garden. Ahead for Deshaun Woods. Chest pass for Frazier. Quarter court left. Chavez lets it go for 3, in and out. Osborne, the offensive rebound for Woods, who misses the layup. And then a foul underneath, and Woods upset with himself. He didn't finish that. Foul called on Tracy Jones. First on Jones. First team foul. Garden City inbounding inline right. The 40-point loss, by the way, for Butler on Saturday against Independence. That's their most lopsided loss since November 3rd of 2010. They lost by 49 that night to Independence. And as Dennis Higgins, their longtime radio guy, what the hell happened? And look, Independence had 11 threes in the first half. At 18 for the game. I'm not sure what the delay is now. Minute gone by first half, 2-0 Garden City. Their ball attack in the hoop to my right, end line right inbound with Deshaun Woods. And I think we're finally ready to go. Vern Kisner says yes. Woods holds the ball above his head, fires into the backcourt. Blake Chavez cannot track it down. It goes all the way to the other end line. So now Butler gets the ball in the front court following the turnover. That's been an issue for Garden City. They're averaging 17 giveaways per game, 3rd most in the Jayhawk Conference. Garden up 2-0 on the Traylon Spencer layup. Butler ball from right to left. Javante Hawkins, freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri. Hit a buzzer beater in the state tournament a year ago for his high school team. He's got it right wing, slashing to the nail. Chest pass now for Marquis English. Drives wing to baseline right, banks it in, and the foul. Ties the game at 2 and a chance for a 3-point play. Foul on Deshaun Woods, his first. So Kyle Fisher in his first season spent the last 7 years as an assistant under Jay Herkelman at Coffeyville. They went to 4 national tournaments. Free throw is good. So English connects. Butler has the lead.
3-2 Grizzlies, 18:45 left first half. Blockbusters turn it over. Frazier can't handle it right sideline, and that's 2 giveaways in the first minute 20 of this game. Depth will be an issue tonight for Garden City without some key players because of the flu. Butler has it right to left. Hawkins hands it off for Sean Hopkins. They run the weave up top. Easter pull up, foul line jumper from the left, no. Offensive rebound, Butler, that's Tracy Jones. Reset for the Grizzlies, missed shot from the right elbow by Sean Hopkins. Rebound Chavez for Garden, and then it's knocked out of bounds, so the Blockbusters keep it, down 3-2. Butler has opened up 1 for their first 4. Garden City ball left to right, down 3-2. Spencer to Osborne. Kick it left wing Woods. Thought about the 3. Good closeout by English. Redirect Osborne left arc. Up top for Frazier, coming off a 27-8 performance against Tech. Left mid post Spencer. Drop step and lost it. Gets it back, finds Frazier underneath. Right block and lays it in. Mikey Frazier, the transfer from Boise State. 4-3, Garden City by 1. 17:55 to play first half. Butler ball coming off a 40-point loss to Independence on Saturday. Hawkins fires left wing for Easter. Dumps it, high post left side. Jones turns, faces, and fires and knocks it down from 12 feet. 3 lead changes already. 5-4 Butler. 17:36 to go in the first half. Chavez nearly threw it away, and then Osborne saves it for the Blockbusters. Kyle Fisher yelling at Vern Kisner, saying it should be Butler ball. Not sure his argument, but the Blockbusters have it. Chavez to Osborne, right corner. Low post entry to Frazier, knocked up in the air and stolen by English. 3 Blockbuster turnover. Here comes Butler in from the right. Hopkins misses the layup. From right block to left, Deshaun Woods, the Garden City rebound. Chavez drives, left end line, pull up, got it. Garden City 6, Butler 5 as we go back and forth in the first 3 minutes of this game. 4 lead changes, Blockbusters by 1. Butler ball from right to left. Grizzlies have won 13 of the last 24 in this series. Blockbusters in a 2-3. Jones to English, kick it, right corner, 3 by Easter, rattles in. Butler 8, Garden City 6, 16:35 on the clock here in the first half. Butler shooting 43% to begin the game. Garden ball left to right. Frazier quarter court left, up top for Chavez, scored 18 the other night. Chest high right hand dribble, right wing defended by Easter. Picked up now on a switch by English, straight on 3, in and out. He's been off the last 2 games from 3. Hopkins the rebound, the other number 5 on the floor for Butler. Butler has it up 8-6. Garden City drops into that 2-3 zone, which is going to be critical tonight because you don't have a lot of depth off the bench. English, whip it, wing right for Easter, drills another 3, his 22nd of the season. Back-to-back 3s for the University of Lamar transfer, 11-6 Butler. 15:49 remaining first half. Garden City ball from left to right. So that lead swells to 5 for Butler. They've scored the last 6. Chavez hands for Spencer, reverse it left side angle Woods. Woods dumps it, high post left side Spencer. Drop step into a double. Has to get out of there, cannot. Turns it over, East of the steal for Butler. 4th Blockbuster giveaway. Left corner Hawkins shaking off Chavez for 2. That's off the heel. Weak side rebound, cradle chest high with 2 hands by Deshaun Woods for Garden City. Nearly 5 minutes gone by first half. 11-6 Butler. Blockbuster ball left to right, looking for back-to-back wins for the first time since early in the season. Woods to Spencer, straight on, shuffles his feet going left. Good defense by Tracy Jones. And Garden City 5 turnovers in the first 5 minutes. Butler has it now. Substitutions is Jawan White, sophomore from Decula, Georgia, who actually was teammates with Trey Young in high school. Played at Norman North. He grew up in Georgia, then he transferred to Norman North. He brings it across the 10-second line for Butler, watched by Kyler Lamb, who just checked in for Garden. White trying to get out of it. Straightaway bounce pass for Easter, defended by Chavez. Garden City back into a man-to-man. Also on the floor, Zach Butler for the first time for the Grizzlies. High post left side. Dongo Daw. Hands it for Jawan White. Ring to baseline left drive. Hung on the right rim and slides off to Kyler Lamb for Garden City.
Rockbusters have it, down 11-6. Chavez hides behind a Frazier pick. Pick and pop with Frazier. Right wing three is off. And the rebound to Daw for Butler. Garden City is 3 for 7 to start this game with 5 turnovers. Butler ball with a 5-point lead. Cameron Bryce is in. He's one of the returners from last year's team that went 16-14. Really struggled in the second half. Three-pointer again by Easter is good. He's hit 3 bombs here in the first half, and the Blockbusters call a timeout. That's a 9-0 Butler run. Easter, the 9-0 run, all by him. 6 minutes in, it's 14-6 Butler on 99.9 The Rock. Six minutes in, first half by Kilisov back at Conestoga Arena. Butler leads Garden City 14-6. Braylon Easter on his own personal 9-0 run. Garden ball left to right with Chavez, Osborne, Frazier, Lim, and Steven Samuels. Samuels did really well off the bench. Had a big slam in that game against Tech. He's got it straight away. Shot clock at 10. Butler in a man-to-man. Frazier right wing. Let's go with 3. Short over Daw. Offensive rebound. Chavez. Reset for Garden. Chavez fakes a pass, drives right in line, and is rejected at the rim by Easter. Back comes Butler right to left. Easter right corner 3. Finally missed one off the left side of the rim. Frazier the rebound for Garden. Rockbusters have it back left to right, down 14-6. They haven't scored in 4 minutes. Entry feed high on the left for Samuels, knocked away, and a Butler foul. Braylon Easter the foul, his first, Butler's second team foul. And Jude Warren in for the first time tonight. Butler going deep into their bench early. So Warren and Daw. Inbounds to Spencer, hook shot at the rim short. That was the other night in a nutshell. Cameron Bryce, the loose ball for Butler. Spencer missed his first 9 shots against Tech. White swing it for Bryce left wing, now for Warren left corner. Back for Cameron Bryce, sophomore from Tulsa, was a football and basketball player at McLean Science and Tech High School. White, the one-time teammate of Atlanta Hawks star Trey Young, turns it over at the foul line. Butler's first giveaway. Blockbusters have it left to right, down 14-6. Osborne to Chavez, hounded right wing by White. Left wing Osborne as they swing it into the block now for Spencer. Head fake against Daw. Shovels for Lamb. Pull up in the paint is off. Garden City has gone cold. Daw skies with his head above the cylinder. A one-handed, right-handed rebound for the sophomore from Senegal. Butler ball right to left. Leading 14-6. 12.5 to go first half. Rockbusters without a field goal. Coming up now on nearly 5 minutes. Warren left corner finds Daw left end line. They come with a double. Redirect, wing right. Three-pointer Butler, that's short. Chavez tipped it, that missed 3 by Zach Butler. Chavez's 4th rebound goes all the way down the left lane line and lays it in for Garden City, and that ends a 5-minute scoring drought and a 9-0 Butler run. 14-8, Blockbusters down by 6. Butler ball right to left. They trap White, sideline right, and he calls the timeout, and Kyle Fisher can't believe it. Look, when you've played in as many national tournaments as Fisher, with Jay Herkelman and Coffeyville, you don't use timeouts with 12 minutes to go in the first half, and they do there. 14-8 Butler with a 6-point lead on the ball when we come back on 99.9 The Rock. 11:54 to go first half. Mike Pilosoff at Conestoga Arena. Butler 14, Garden City 8. Braylon Easter has the last 9 points for Butler. He's on the bench. Coming out of the timeout, Garden back in the 2-3 zone. Elbow right jumper by Zach Butler is in and out. Rebound, Steven Samuels for Garden. Floats left corner for Woods. Garden City went 5 minutes without a field goal. Butler built that lead to as many as 8. It sits at 6 right now. Samuels right wing, defended by Cameron Bryce. Bryce is one of 3 returners off last year's team for Butler. Low left, Samuels, hook shot, no. With the right hand high over the outstretched arms of Bryce, who hit him on the right elbow. First foul on Cameron Bryce. Butler's 3rd team foul with 11:21 to go first half. Garden down 14-8, and they're at the line with Steven Samuels. Samuels, sophomore from Richardson, Texas, did not play in the final 18 games last year because of injury, and Samuels in and out on the free throw. It was a tumultuous year for Patrick Nee, especially the second half. Samuels, a 55% free throw shooter, hits 1 out of 2. Butler 14, Garden City 9, 11:21 to go first half. Butler ball right to left with White and Butler. And a bad pass by White. He's made 2 kind of mental errors here in the first half. One calling a timeout because of a trap, and then the second one, a bad pass from quarter court right to the left sideline on the second Butler turnover. Garden has it down 5. They trail by as many as 8. Chavez across the 10-second line on the Brockbuster logo. Chest high left-hand dribble. White right in his shorts. Goes behind his back, creates space. Pull up, 18-footer short left slot. Warren the rebound for Butler. Chavez is 2 of 6 for Garden. Butler ball up 14-9. Bryce in from the right wing. Kick it left corner, Warren. Left side angle, Cameron Bryce, and he travels in a Butler turnover. And a 5 in, 5 out for Butler. So Braylon Easter, who has still scored the last 9 for Butler, so he went to the bench having scored the last 9. Butler did not score while he was away. Back on the floor with Hopkins, English, Jones, and Sean Hopkins. Garden ball left to right, high post. It's Spencer. They wanted backdoor, so they hand it off for Lamb near wing, and it's intercepted by Hawkins for Butler. Going at Lamb, reverse layup, rejected by Spencer, and cleared off to Woods for Garden City. Blockbusters have it down 5. Chavez drive and dish, swing it up top for Woods. Now Chavez keeps it quarter court left, watched there by Easter. His pass tipped out of bounds. That was great defense by Traylon Spencer on the other end. Tyler Lamb comes off. Mason Osborne back in for Garden with Woods, Samuel, Spencer, and Chavez. The Brockbusters have it. 10:17 to go first half, 14-9 Butler. Samuels left slot, hands for Osborne. Drive, slips it back for Samuels on the give and go. And Samuels floats it in left block. Butler 14, Garden City 11. 10:05 remaining first half. Samuels has scored the last 3 for Garden City. Butler has gone scoreless the last 5 minutes. They just turned it over. Chavez has it. Loose ball near half court. And a re-steal for Butler. This is Sean Hopkins. Hopkins kicks left corner. Knocked away off of Hawkins. So you have Hawkins and Hopkins on the floor for Butler. It's a play-by-play man's dream. Right corner, Hawkins 3. Off the back rim, and Traylon Spencer fighting his own teammate Mason Osborne for the rebound. Garden City has it. They've scored the last 5. Butler's scoreless more than 5 minutes. With 9.5 to go first half. Straight away between the rings is Chavez. He's 2 for 6. Gets a screen high. They hedge again. Left corner finds Samuels. Glides to the basket. Left it short again. Marquis English comes flying in from the opposite side for the Butler rebound. Blockbusters missed a bunch of layups in the first half against Tech the other night. English straight away. Dumps it for Jones. Right block. Hook shot, no. Skying for that one-handed rebound. Osborne for Garden City. We've played 11 minutes. Butler 14, Garden City 11. Blockbuster ball dressed in the home whites. Back from left to right. Osborne, Chavez, Samuels, Spencer, and Woods. Woods has it right wing. The tattoo down the right leg, just underneath the knee, and a foul against Butler away from the ball. That's called by Jason Johnson, who resides in Holcomb. Foul on Sean Hopkins, and that should bring us to the under 10-minute timeout. 8:44 to go in a sluggish first half. Butler has not scored in nearly 6 minutes. It's Butler 14, Garden City 11 on 99.9 The Rock. .8:44 to go first half. Mike Philosoph at Conestoga Arena. Butler 14, Garden City 11. Garden City hasn't taken advantage of the fact that Butler hasn't scored in nearly 6 minutes. Rockbusters have it inline right. In the front court, inbounds to Chavez near half court. Stolen by Butler. And that was Sean Hopkins that went in the air to steal it, but he couldn't save it along the right sideline. So no change of possession. Garden City keeps the ball. Chavez throwing it in left sideline on the front court. Chest pass for Spencer. High-low with Frazier. Has the mismatch he wants against Jones and hits a turnaround in the paint. That was a tough shot by Frazier. Garden has scored the last 7. 14-13. Butler 8.5 to go first half. Butler ball from right to left. Here's Hawkins. Lee Summit North High School product. Left wing English. 3 over. Spencer ring it up. English, his 19th three-pointer of the season. 17-13 Butler. 8:12 remaining first half. Garden City has it left to right. Spencer to a curling Osborne to the rim. Blocked off the glass by Hopkins. Butler's got it right to left. Great recovery by Hopkins, who was beaten off the bounce badly by the freshman from St. John. Butler has it right to left, up 17-13. They were up by 8 early in this game. Left side angle, it's Easter, has 9 points. Elbow left, crossing over Woods. Up top, English, another 3, hits another. So English hits a couple of threes in consecutive fashion. And just like that, the lead is back to 7. 7:32 to go first half. This after Butler had not scored in just under 6 minutes. Chavez off the mark on a straight-on 3 for Garden. Tracy Jones, a chest-high two-handed rebound for Butler. Grizzlies have scored the last 6. They've got it left to right, and a careless pass by Hawkins straight away to the left slot, looking for Hopkins. And a turnover. Garden City has it back left to right. Garden is just 6 of their first 18 from the field. There's still 7 minutes to go in this first half. Rockbusters have been out of sync offensively, playing without their starting point guard Caleb Favors for a second straight game. Traylon Spencer fumbles the ball again. It's saved by Osborne. Redirects Chavez right wing. Back for Spencer. Extra pass. Samuels with a two-handed flush in from the left end line. Nice look away from Traylon Spencer. 20-15. Garden City down by 5 with 6:50 remaining. Samuels been the offense the last couple of minutes for Garden City. Butler ball, 1-3-1 half-court zone look from Garden City. High on the left, it's Easter. They double him. Left corner English with back-to-back threes. Jones left end line. Wraparound pass intercepted by Samuels for Garden. Ahead for Chavez, going at Hawkins, and is fouled low right. Blake Chavez trying to get going. He's 2 for 7. And a foul on Javante Hawkins, the freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri. He's a big Damian Lillard fan. He's the one that picks up the foul, his first. And the 15th foul on Butler. Talik Chavez, who's an 80% foul shooter, to the line with his team down 20-15. First is good. You know, Garden City won by 19 the other night, and they missed 15 free throws. I mean, just think about that. If you only miss 5 of those, you win by almost 30 points. One more for Chavez. Second one is perfect. 20-17. Brockbusters down by 3. They've trailed by as many as 8. We've had 5 lead changes. And 1 tie here in the first half. Butler ball right to left. Easter back on the floor with Hawkins in the backcourt. English, Jones, and Bryce round out the 5. Bryce, wing right. Fires a 3. Puts it in. 6 3-pointers in the first half for Butler. They couldn't buy a basket the other night, losing by 40 against Independence. Garden City has it, down by 6. Spencer left sideline. Drives left slot. Forces one up and travels. Jalen Spencer continues to struggle. 8th turnover for Garden City. Butler has it up 23-17. Less than 6 minutes to go here in the first half. So Butler trailed by 15 in the first half. They shot 34% against Independence. It was their 3rd worst shooting performance. They were outscored 50-25 in the second half. Independence had 11 threes in the first half. Hawkins right slot for Butler. Garden in a 2-3 zone. Bryce left corner 3. Short, tap back by Jones, no good. Mikey Frazier, the defensive rebound for Garden City. Brockbusters have it down 23-17. 5.5 to go first half. Butler back in a man-to-man. Left corner Samuels, watched by Jones. Chest pass Frazier left wing. 4 points, 2 of 4. Osborne has it, pounds a left-hand dribble. They hedge again on the screen straight away. Frazier up top 3. Dies on the back rim, and Jones has his 4th rebound for Butler. Frazier is 2 of 5 now. Scored 27 the other night. Hawkins crossing over Lamb, left wing. Finds Jones left elbow over Frazier, knocks it in. Jones has 4. Butler equals their largest lead of the half. 25-17, 4:54 to go in the half. And the Brockbusters turn it over, and it leads to a layup by Hawkins. 9 Brockbuster turnovers. Hawkins hits that layup. And with 4:49 to go in the first half, a 7-0 Butler run in their largest lead of the game. 27-17 Butler. Timeout Garden City on 99.9 The Rock. Garden City down by 10, 27-17, 4:41 remaining first half. Garden ball left to right. Tyler Lamb right wing, slips a pass, high post right side, Samuels, backdoor, Osborne hits a reverse layup, left to right coming in from the left end line. That's his first field goal. Butler 27, Garden City 19. 4:23 on the clock here in the first half. That ends a 7-0 Butler run. Grizzlies have it now. Sean Hopkins back in. Dumps it down low, left block. Jones spinning off of Spencer, and a foul. So for Butler, it's Jones, Bryce, Hopkins, Hawkins, and Easter. Spencer picks up his first. Second team foul on Garden. Butler keeps the ball. Jones hands it left slot, hands for Hawkins. Fakes a shot. Straight away now Bryce goes into the paint against Samuels. Dipsy-do, misses the layup. Offensive rebound, Hopkins, counted and one. Lead back to 10. With 4:03 remaining first half, Samuels picks up the foul for Garden City. His first, team's third. And now Sean Hopkins, the freshman from Benton Harbor, Michigan, who redshirted last year, played football and basketball in high school, and completes the three-point play. 30-19, Butler. Up by 11, their largest lead of the first half. Garden ball left to right, Chavez, Lim, Osborne, Samuels, and Spencer. Butler has done a nice job switching defenses. We've seen zone, we've seen trap, we've seen man. Chavez straight away, he's been off, just 2 of 7. Left wing, Osborne, 3. Wide to the right. Jones taps the rebound for Butler, but he's called for a loose ball foul. Second foul on Jones. Blockbusters can't buy a bucket right now. 8 of 22 shooting. 16 foul on Butler. Garden City down by 11. Really playing only 8 guys tonight because half the team is out with the flu. Woods fires for Chavez, right wing. Defended there by Jawan Wright. Dumps it for Spencer, low right. Turn right, hook shot. There's a goaltend. And that was not going to make it in. That was going to go over the basket. And Daw hits it with his right hand. So count 2 points for Spencer. He's got 4. 30-21 Butler. 3.5 to go in the opening period. Butler against the 2-2-1, 3/4 court press. They break it. Sean Hopkins inside for Daw. Reverse it. Right corner Hopkins triple. That's off the mark. Volleyballed in the air and taken by Chavez for Garden City. Chavez, 5 rebounds. He and Woods have 10 of the 16 boards. There's a steal by White, took it away from Chavez. Ahead of the field, Bryce, and he's fouled on the way to the basket. 10 Garden City turnovers. They can't get out of their own way here in the first half. And Woods picks up his second. Garden City's 4th team foul. And Cameron Bryce to the free throw line. Bryce has 1 career double-double. He did that against Allen last year. He's coming off just his 3rd scoreless game of his career. 0 points, 2 rebounds, and that 40-point thrashing, that loss against Independence on Saturday. Bryce hits the free throw, 31-21, Butler by 10. And if you missed it earlier, Butler lost by 40. It was their worst loss since a 49-point loss to Independence back on November 3rd, 2010. Bryce hits 2 free throws, 32-21, Butler with 3:02 left in the half. Garden City's turned it over 10 times. It's their ball from left to right. Chavez, a jogging dribble across the 10-second line, hands for Samuels. Butler switching things now on the perimeter. Lamb up top, picked up on a switch by Easter. Now wing right Chavez, timer at 10. Fires for Samuels. His shot at the foul line is blocked by Hopkins, who has it for Butler. And a foul in transition the other way, and Garden City's over the limit. And now 3 fouls on Woods, and Mikey Frazier's going to have to come back in this game. 11-point Butler lead. And I checked out the Blockbusters, that's just their 5th team foul, so no free throws. And Jawan Wright to throw it in line left for Butler in the front court. Floats it near half court, saved by Hopkins, who wears the black sleeve on the right bicep all the way down to his wrist. Garden City in a 2-3 zone, left wing Bryce for Butler. Grizzlies up 32-21, White a 3 right down the chute, straight away for the Grizzlies. And it's a 14-point lead. Butler is 7 of 12 from downtown here in the first half. And Butler forces another turnover. Here is Bryce going in and lays it in. Butler up by 16 and another Garden City timeout. 7-0 Butler run. And Garden City with 11 turnovers in the first half. They've surrendered 7 threes. 37-21 Garden City down on 99.9 The Rock.
2:09 remaining until halftime. Mike Pilosoff back at Conestoga. 16-point Butler lead, 37-21. Grizzlies in the midst of a 7-0 run. They've hit 7 of 12 long-distance shots. They're shooting 45%. They've hit 7 threes and 6 twos. Easter's hit 3 triples. English has a pair. Almost everybody on the roster's hit a 3. And this is coming off a game where Independence hit 11 threes against them in the first half. Butler has flipped the script on Garden tonight. Blockbuster ball left to right. Lamb hides right around a screen from Spencer. Pull up straight on 3 for Lamb. On target, but too strong. It was on line, I should say. Bryce the rebound for Butler. Garden City 0 for 8 from downtown. 2-3 Blockbuster zone. Bryce has it quarter court right for the Grizzlies. They've scored 7 straight points. White entry feed saved by Hopkins. Inside against Frazier. Tied up. Jump ball. Possession arrow Butler. Kyle Fisher clapping his hands. The first-year head coach for Butler was a 4-year player at Washburn. He played for Hall of Famer Bob Chipman over there. Liberty High School grad. Spent 7 years as an assistant coach under Jay Herkelman. The winningest coach in Region 6 history at Coffeyville. Blockbusters in a 2-3 zone. Butler ball. Hopkins works the middle. Turnaround foul line jumper over Frazier is wide left, and Osborne cradles the rebound for Garden City. Hopkins 1 of 6. Blockbuster ball. Attacking the hoop to my right, down 37-21. Minute 20 to go here in the first half. Scoreless the last 2.5 minutes. Man-to-man Butler defense. Hawkins guarding Lamb, left arc. One dribble, fires for Frazier. Near side Osborne shaking off Hopkins. Finding Spencer, who is hammered inside along the right end line and fouled. And with the way the flu has bitten this Blockbuster team, you can't afford to lose anybody tonight. So Nango Dow with the foul, 6'8 sophomore who transferred from Baltimore City Junior College. It's his first foul, 17 foul. And Spencer to the free throw line, he's 71%, knocks in the first. 5 points, 1 rebound. They need Spencer to get going. Missed his first 9 shots against Northwest Tech, still finished with his 4th double-double, 15 points, 11 rebounds. And the rest of his team picked him up. And as Garden City went berserk in the second half. Garden City has not found any offensive rhythm here tonight. Shooting 36%. They're 0 for 8 from 3, and they've turned it over 11 times. Spencer knocks down a pair of free throws. 37-23. Butler with the lead. 64 seconds remaining first half. 2-1-2. 3/4 court press. Butler breaks it left wing White. Shovels for Jones. Kick it right corner. English 3. Finally missed one. And Chavez the rebound for Garden City. That's his 6th board. Kicks it left corner. Osborne 3. Off the top of the backboard. Not close. And Tracy Jones, the Butler rebound with 40 seconds. Ahead for, oh, what a find. Hawkins to Bryce. Right lane line. Butler, I don't think the ball ever touched the ground. 39-23 as Bryce lays that in with 30 seconds to go. 16-point Butler lead. It has been all Grizzlies here in the first half. Chavez on the Garden City type left wing crossover. Fires a 3. Short. He's now 2 for 8, 0 for 4 from beyond the 3-point line. And English, the Butler rebound. Shot clock off with 10 seconds. Butler has it up 39-23. Down to 5, White goes behind his back at the top of the key. Whips it left corner. Bryce, left wing triple, goes in, but he's called for steps with 1 second on the clock. Everything falling from downtown for Butler. So 1 second remaining, 39-23, Garden City trails. Inbounds to Chavez, half court, counts if it goes, and it's off the middle of the backboard, and that's the end of the first half. So Butler closes the half on a 7-2 run. Blockbusters, 9-2 run, just 2 points over the final 3.5 minutes. And the Grizzlies take a 16-point lead into the locker room. Your Morton's halftime report is next on 99.9 The Rock. on the Morton's halftime report. Courtside here at Conestoga Arena. Mike Milasov, Garden City in a world of hurt. Down 39-23 at the intermission. Butler this year 10-3 when leading at the half. Garden City 3-8 when trailing at the intermission. First half game recap brought to you by Garden City Community College. The future starts now. First half highlights presented by American Implement. Game went back and forth the first couple minutes. There were 5 lead changes early in this game. And with the Brockbusters up 6-5, Braylon Easter went on his own personal 9-0 run. Grizzlies have won 13 of the last 24 in this series. Brockbusters in a 2-3. Jones to English, kick it, right corner, 3 by Easter, rattles in. Easter's 3 putting Butler up 8-6. He wasn't done. In fact, far from it. Garden City drops into that 2-3 zone, which is going to be critical tonight because you don't have a lot of depth off the bench. English, whip it, wing right for Easter, drills another 3, his 22nd of the season. 11-6, Butler by 5. Easter moments later hits another 14-6 Butler. All part of a 9-0 run. Brockbusters needed an answer. They finally got it from Talik Chavez. Chavez tipped at that missed 3 by Zach Butler. Chavez's 4th rebound goes all the way down the left lane line and lays it in for Garden City, and that ends a 5-minute scoring drought and a 9-0 Butler run. 14-8 Butler by 6. So Butler, after scorching the nets, they go quiet. Steven Samuels taking advantage. Mason Osborne back in for Garden with Woods, Samuel, Spencer, and Chavez. The Brockbusters have it. 10:17 to go first half. 14-9 Butler. Samuels left slot. Hands for Osborne. Drive. Slips it back for Samuels on the give and go. And Samuels floats it in left block. 14-11 Brockbusters, part of a 7-0 run that Frazier caps and pulls Garden City within 1. Chavez throwing it in left sideline on the front court. Chest pass for Spencer. High-low with Frazier. Has the mismatch he wants against Jones and hits a turnaround in the paint. That's a tough shot by Frazier. 14-13 Butler. 7-0 Brockbuster run, but they go cold again. And then back-to-back 3s by English gives Butler a 7-point lead. Only saving grace during this stretch was Steven Samuels with a thunderous slam. Traylon Spencer fumbles the ball again. It's saved by Osborne. Redirects Chavez right wing. Back for Spencer. Extra pass. Samuels with a 2-handed flush in from the left end line. Nice look away from Traylon Spencer. 20-15. Brockbusters down by 5 at that point. They pulled it within 3 on 2 free throws by Chavez, but they just couldn't guard the 3-point line. And 1 tie here in the first half. Butler ball right to left. Easter back on the floor with Hawkins in the backcourt. English, Jones, and Bryce round out the 5. Bryce wing right. Fires a 3. Puts it in. 6 3-pointers in the first half for Butler. They couldn't buy a basket the other night, losing by 40 against Independence. 23-17 there. That wasn't the last of the 3s. Butler went berserko. 7 triples, including 1 by Jawan White. Floats it near half court, saved by Hopkins, who wears the black sleeve on the right bicep all the way down to his wrist. Garden City in a 2-3 zone. Left wing Bryce for Butler. Grizzlies up 32-21. White a 3 right down the chute straight away for the Grizzlies. And it's a 14-point lead. Butler is 7 of 12 from downtown. Butler built that lead to 16. That's where it stands at the intermission. 39-23 Butler over Garden City. Take a break. Have your first half numbers when we come back on 99.9 The Rock. on the Morton's halftime report. Courtside here at Conestoga. Mike Phillisoff, 39-23, Butler in front. First half game numbers brought to you by Virtus Motors. All right, so the Bronxbusters shot 32%. They were 9 of 28, 0 for 11 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 18-18 on the glass, 3 offensive rebounds, 11 turnovers. Bronxbusters had 5 assists, 1 block, and 4 steals. Traylon Spencer, 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 3, and 2 free throws. I think Chavez was just 2 of 9, arguably the worst shooting half maybe since the Odessa game, where he couldn't buy a basket in the first half and then turned it around in the second half. Patrick Nee only can hope for the same. 5 for Samuels, 4 for Frazier, 2 for Osborne. Butler shot 42%, 14 of 33. They were 7 of 13 on threes, 4-4 at the foul line, 18 rebounds apiece, 4 offensive and 7 turnovers. Grizzlies had 7 assists, 8 steals, 3 blocks. Braylon Easter hit 3 triples, hit 9 points in the first half. Cameron Bryce, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 of 5, 9 for English. He had a pair of triples. Tracy Jones had 4, 3-piece for White and Hopkins. And Javante Hawkins had 2. 39-23, Butler with a 16-point lead. Second half is on the way on 99.9 The Rock. Back courtside here at Conestoga Arena in Garden City. Mike Phillisoff, 39-23, Butler by 16. Garden City gets the ball to begin the second half. They've got a lot of work to do. They're playing without Caleb Favors, their starting point guard. Their backup point guard, Derek Bryant, all out with the flu. Marquez Terry, Naj Ashley Emery not playing tonight because he's sick. Silas Mills, the assistant coach, has it. He's fighting through it. Patrick Nee is also sick. He's on the bench as well. He was at home sick all day. Bronxbusters have it. Woods to Chavez. Right wing 3. Too strong. Loose ball. English falling down. Has the rebound on his backside for Butler. And their first possession of the second half coming back left to right. Chavez is 0 for 6 from downtown. So it's Hawkins, Jones. With Easter's got it straight away. English and Hopkins. Hopkins right corner, dishes for Hawkins straight away. Guarding a man-to-man. Spencer overplays the post, knocks it away from English, but English saves it for Butler. Gets it back, left corner 3, got it. Ugly possession results in 3 anyway. 12-2 Butler run, 42-23 Grizzlies, nearly a minute into the second half. And a foul as Garden City comes back from right to left.
Butler couldn't hit a shot to save their lives against Independence. They are 8 of 14 from 3 tonight. How things change in 48 hours. English picked up a foul, his first, team's first. Garden ball down 19. Spencer finds Woods, cuts inside, took an extra step, no call, and lays it in. Rockbusters down 17, 42-25. A little over a minute gone by here in the second half. Butler ball left to right. Hawkins shaking off Malik Chavez, now picked up by Osborne. Left wing Easter, wide open three, finally missed one. Weak side rebound, trailing Spencer for Garden. 42-25, Rockbusters down by 17. Chavez left wing, up top, and Spencer fumbles it again. Almost every time. Low left Frazier against Jones, across the lane with a little hook shot, and he drops it in. Mikey Frazier with 6 points, 42-27. Butler's lead 15 now, 18-18 to go in the game. Butler ball left to right. Hawkins across the 10-second line for the Grizzlies, who have hit 8 threes. Easter to the foul line, that's wide right. Offensive rebound, Tracy Jones for Butler. Easter is 3 of 7. Right slot English, floats it left corner Hawkins. Defended there by Osborne. Comes back to his right, now to the top of the key, goes behind his back, timer at 5. Gets a screen high from Jones, pull up straight on 3, line drive short. Deshaun Woods gobbles up the rebound, that's his 6th. Garden ball right to left down 15. Chavez works his way to the top of the key, just can't hit a shot. Straight on 3 is off the mark. Out of bounds off Butler. And Talik is 0 for 7. But you know what they say about guys that can shoot? Just keep shooting. He'll figure it out. He always has. Inbounds pass. Spencer lost it every time. Traylon is just having a problem. He needs to go call Fred Bolitnikoff. Get that stuff on his fingers, the stickum. Old Oakland Raiders wide receiver, Hall of Famer. Butler has it left to right, up 15, 2-2-1, three-quarter score press. How do you break a press? Well, you just speed right past it. Fortunately, Jones turns it over left block for Butler. Garden has it, down 42-27, 2.5 elapsed second half. Left wing Woods against the smaller Easter. Up top Frazier, head fake around English. Euro step and travels.
Get to the middle of the floor. Press off. Middle.
Mikey Frazier, the turnover.
Marquis, take it out.
12th of the night for Garden City.
Come on in the middle.
Butler 42, Garden City 27. Butler's led by as many as 19, fueled by a 12-2 run that was capped by an English three-pointer. They trap Easter in the backcourt, and Woods getting a little handsy. He's called for the foul, his 4th. And right now, the people in attendance, you know, this game kind of reminds me, not as bad, but a couple of years ago, Brady Trankel's team came in here at home a Saturday afternoon, and Dodge City beat them by 30. And there's a steal by Chavez in the backcourt, goes to the rim and lays it in. Chavez just his 3rd field goal. 42-29 Butler, 6 straight blockbuster points, 16:54 left in the game. Easter breaks the press down the middle, going at Mikey Frazier, and Frazier had his arms, he believes, straight up, but Vern Kisner calls the foul on the right block. First foul on Frazier. For the Blockbusters to have a prayer in this game, Frazier, Spencer, and Chavez have to bring them home. Those are their offensive options. Maybe sprinkle in a couple of threes from Kyler Lamb off the bench. Steven Samuels has played well. He's about to check in. Easter to the free throw line, and the first is Money, the sophomore from Little Rock, Arkansas. He transferred from Lamar University, where he played in 30 games last year. He started 4, 3 points, 1 rebound. His season best came against Georgia Tech. He scored 10 points. Second free throw for Easter. Off the heel of the rim, and trailing Spencer, the Blockbuster rebound. 43-29, Butler by 14.
High side, Tracy.
Garden City ball right to left. Osborne to Samuels, high post left side. Kicks it back out, Osborne. Left corner 3, in and out. Spencer one-hands the rebound, then missed the layup on the offensive glass. And Butler comes out of the fray with the ball. It's Sean Hopkins. Osborne is 0 for 3 from downtown. Garden City as a team is 0 of 14. Easter got the step, hangs in the air, and scoops it home from the right block for Butler. 45-29, Garden City down by 16.
Nearly 4 minutes gone by here in the second half. Garden ball right to left. Can you believe that? 0 of 14, the Brockbusters from long range. High post right side, Spencer. Fires on the right side angle for Chavez. Dumps it back inside for Spencer. Across the lane, Samuels muscles his way to the rim. Rejected by Hopkins, out of bounds.
Ride the shot clock.
15:47 to go here in the second half, and nothing going right for Garden City. Now down by 16. They've got the ball in line left. Shot clock is at 2 right now. Osborne to throw it in. Finds Samuels underneath, hit from behind and fouled by Zach Butler. Butler, a transfer from Florida Southwest Junior College. He didn't play there last year. He actually signed at a high school with Ohio University. He's the one that hit Samuels on the back of the head. First on Butler, each team with 2 fouls. And with 15:46 to go, Samuels to the line for Garden City, and he drops in the first. Butler 45, Garden City 30 with 15:46 remaining in the game. And I keep saying it, but it can't be said enough. For the Brockbusters, when you're 0 of 14 from 3, you got to take the ball to the basket. Well, that's fine, but they're missing layups as well. Samuels hits 2. 45-31. Garden City down 14. They trail by as many as 19. Kyler Lamb is back in. Tracy Jones. Here's Warren left wing. Fakes a 3. Shovels for Dow in the paint. 12-foot fall-away jumper is off the mark. And Braylon Spencer, the Garden City rebound. Brockbusters have it down 45-31. Nearly 5 minutes gone second half. Butler in a 2-3 zone, and Spencer travels left slot. Braylon Spencer asking for an explanation, but that's as a blind man could have seen that travel. Back comes Butler from left to right. Warren has it left wing, 45-31 Butler. Jawan White, one-time high school teammate of Trey Young, played 1 year at Oklahoma, and then went top 5 of the NBA draft. Him and Luka Doncic were the 2 prize possessions out of that draft a couple years ago. And Cameron Bryce knocks down a 3 from the left corner for Butler. They're now 9 of 17. 48-31 Butler with 14:46 to go. Frazier 3 for Garden, answers back on the other end. That's a huge answer for Frazier. And the first 3-point hit of the night for Garden City. They were 0 for 14. 14:33 to go. Brockbusters down 48-34. White shovels for Dow, tries to throw it down left block, and he's fouled by Frazier. Second on Frazier. Third team foul whistled against Garden City, and that sends Nango Dow, sophomore from Senegal, transferred from Baltimore City Junior College, where he played in 27 games last year, to the free throw line. 39% free throw shooter. And of course, what happens? Swish. Sometimes you look at stats and you can just, you know what you can do with them. You can shove it. 14:26 to go second half. 49-34 Butler. 9 of 17 of the Grizzlies from downtown. One more free throw for Dow. Of course, a 39% free throw shooter hits 2 free throws. Exactly how you drew it up. 16-point Butler lead, 50-34. 2-1-2, 3/4 court press from Butler. Garden City advances across the timeline. Chavez straight away between the 2 circles. Gets a double screen right, terminates the dribble. Up top for Samuels, straight away Frazier, back for Chavez, who's got 8 points, he's just 3 of 12. To the nail, his pass to the quarter court, deflected out off of Butler with 5 to shoot. Butler's defense allowing the 4th fewest points per game in the conference and the 3rd best field goal defense, team shooting just 39%. 5 on the timer, quarter court left, Chavez to the top of the key. Going right, double clutch 3 and knocks it in! Going right, Talik Chavez with an acrobatic 3-pointer. Maybe that will get him going. The degree of difficulty was ridiculous. Warren's 3 for Butler off from the left corner. Osborne the rebound for Garden City. That 3 was so ridiculous, I can't even describe that. Frazier knocks one down straight away from
from 28 feet. 50-40, Garden City back to within 10 with 13:30 remaining. Can they get a stop on this end? Frazier rejects White at the rim and a foul. Will Schnittker called that one, maybe with his eyes closed, but 13:25 to go second half. And it's a 10-point lead for Butler. And Butler calls the timeout. Back-to-back threes. Chavez hits a ridiculous double clutch falling down three from the right wing at the shot clock horn. Frazier hits another. Well, Butler shooting free throws when we come back. 13:25 to go second half. 50-40 Butler on 99.9 The Rock. $13:25 to go second half. Garden City down 10, 50-40 to Butler. They've cut that 19-point deficit down to 10, but Juwan White, a 76% free throw shooter, started his high school career at Decula in Georgia, and then he transferred to Norman North, where I've mentioned a couple of times that he was high school teammates with Trey Young. Led Norman North to the state semifinals his senior year. He was 20-4, named the Central Oklahoma Athletic Conference Player of the Year. He hits 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for Butler. 51-40 Grizzlies. 13:24 to go second half. Blockbuster ball right to left. Chavez, Osborne, Lamb, Samuels, and Frazier. Chavez backs his way across the 10-second line. Garden City started by missing their first 14 threes. They've hit their last 3. Samuels from Frazier, and he throws it down inside. Beautiful look from Michael Frazier. Blockbusters back to within 9, and a foul as they press the other way. No, Butler turns it over, no foul. That's the 10th Butler turnover. 51-42 now with 13 minutes to go. 9-point game. When you start hitting shots, get a couple of turnovers, and play defense, it's amazing what things can happen. Garden City has it down 51-42. Osborne wing right, shaking off White. Left corner, fires for Talik Chavez. In a straitjacket, taken away that time. A steal by Butler. 14th blockbuster turnover. Runner missed by Hawkins. Left of the lane, and Lamb the rebound for Garden City. And then he throws it away on an outlet, going back the other way. So the blockbusters hand it right back to Butler. 51-42 Grizzlies with a 9-point lead on the ball. Hawkins and Easter on the back line for the Grizzlies. Easter tries to throw it off his defender. Loose on the floor. Saved there by Hopkins. Inside to Hawkins, and a broken play ends up in 2 points for Butler. 53-42. Butler by 11. Garden City ball right to left. Osborne dribbles through traffic. Garden City was once down 19. They closed to within 9. They're down 11 now. Chavez wing right, dancing with Hawkins. Chest pass for Frazier, defended by English. Chavez clears it out, quarter court right, defended by Hawkins. Backs his way to the wing. Crossover behind his back, lost it again. Second turnover for Chavez. Out of bounds, and Butler has it. Silas Mill says, move the ball. You don't normally see Chavez force it, but when you're hunting shots and you're 1 of 8 on threes, That's what happens. 53-42, Butler by 11. Little under 12 to go here in the second half. Grizzly ball left to right. And they are trapping the three-point line. Easter kicks right corner. Hopkins fakes a pass. Whips it back for Easter against the 2-3. English, right corner. Hopkins, three-pointer. Got it. Butler's hit 10 three-pointers in the game here tonight. Rockbusters come back right to left, now down by 14. 56-42, 11:27 to go second half. Spencer lost it, left block. Garden City turns it over again. Butler with it up 14. Jones, right corner, Hawkins, eluding Spencer, shovels inside. Layup good by Hopkins. And just like that, the 9-point game, it's back up to 16. 58-42, Butler quickly on a 7-0 run with 11:05 remaining in the game. Hopkins has the last 5 for Butler and just picked up his second foul. 16-point, 58-42 Butler lead with 11 minutes to go. Butler last year was one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the country. They were 176 out of 200 teams. This year, they're the 4th best in the conference. They are shooting at 38%. Osborne left wing to Frazier for Garden. Hook shot in the paint is good. Frazier with 14, 58-44. Butler in front. 9 minutes gone by here in the second half. Butler pushing. Hopkins tries to throw it down over Frazier, and he missed the dunk. Loose ball, top of the key. And a jump ball, possession arrow stays with Butler. Hopkins showing some serious hops. Big Russell Westbrook fan, and boy, I'm not gonna say he looked like Russell Westbrook, but had the same kind of attacking mentality on that last attempt. 10:45 left, second half. Butler keeps the ball on the alternating arrow. 58-44 Grizzlies. Rockbusters playing without 4 key players. There's an offensive foul called on English near half court. Turnover Butler. English's second foul. English 17th in the conference in rebounds. He only has 3 tonight. Spent a year at Link Year Prep. He's originally from Pittsburgh, Kansas. 4th team foul on Butler. Garden City ball right to left at 58-44. They were down 19 after Butler used a 12-2 run, capped off by an English 3. Made it 42-23. The Rockbusters cut that down to 9. It swelled back to 16. It's at 14 now. And then Chavez gives it away again. That's 3 turnovers in the second half for Talik Chavez. 17 giveaways for Garden City. In the first half, the Rockbusters gave it away 11 times. Butler ball left to right. Wing right, Easter against Mason Osborne. Chest pass right corner, Hawkins 3. In and out over Frazier. And a loose ball foul over the back called against Butler. It's on Tracy Jones, his 3rd. 15 foul against Butler. Garden City comes back. Jonah Willits in for the first time, and Chavez gets a breather. Osborne, Lamb, Jonah Willits, Spencer, and Mikey Frazier. It's a unit that has not seen any time together because Willits doesn't play much. Getting the call here tonight. Spencer straight away against English for Garden. 14-point Butler lead. Spencer puts it on the deck, switches hands in the paint, and somehow maneuvers that over the rim and lays it in. 58-46, Garden City down by 12 with 9:43 to go. Butler has it left to right with Easter, Hopkins, Hawkins. English, who fires a 3, and Jones, right corner, misses that time. Mason Osborne skies for his 4th rebound. Garden with it with Willits, right corner, 2-3 Butler zone. Frazier head fake to the nail. Chest pass Lamb, left wing 3, short. Frazier offensive rebound. Inside righty hook, drops in. Frazier with 16 points. He's 7 of 10 from the floor. He's got 12 here in the second half, and it's a 10-point game. 58-48. Butler by 10 with 9:07 to go. Butler has it from left to right. They've led by as many as 19. Rockbusters winning the rebounding battle 27-22. Butler's only been out-rebounded 6 times in their first 19 games. Hawkins pass kicked by Traylon Spencer. Left to the foul line, and that brings us to the under 10-minute timeout. So look, Garden City, they've taken a couple of blows, down by 19, pull within 9, Swells back to 16. They're back to within 10. Couple of stops, get some offense going. See what happens. 58-48. Garden City trails by 10. 8:49 to go on 99.9 The Rock. .58-48, Garden City down 10. Butler ball. Back from the media timeout. Mike Pilosoff at Conestoga Arena. Inbounds to Bryce. Deep, straight on three. Hits the front rim short. Rebound Chavez for Garden. Brockbusters down 10. Chavez layup rejected by Bryce at the rim. And here comes Butler left to right. Chavez 4 of 14 now. Hawkins, beautiful pocket pass. Hopkins inside for Bryce. Count it and one. Tic-tac-toe for Butler. On a sensational offensive sequence for Kyle Fisher's team, and Butler has a 12-point lead. That was an unbelievable pass by Hawkins. It got it through traffic, the old pocket pass, and then Hopkins skips it from right block to left, and Bryce, a chance now for a three-point play. Sophomore from Tulsa, free throw. Off the heel, trailing Spencer, the Brockbuster rebound. 60-48, Butler with 8:26 to go. Brockbuster ball from right to left. Chavez wing right against Hawkins, who got away with a hand check. Straight away, Frazier, three, got it. Garden City missed 14 straight threes to begin the game. They are 4 of their last 5. 60-51 Garden and a 9-2 run, 8:08 to go. They're back to within 9 after trailing by as many as 10. Butler ball from left to right. Straight away, it's Hawkins to the left wing against Chavez. Up top, Bryce. 14 points, one of 3 Grizzlies in double figures. Timer at 6. Wing right, Easter. Driving left on Lamb. Leans in. 10-footer. Got it. 14 points for Easter. 62-51 Butler. 7:41 remaining. Brockbuster ball from right to left with Chavez. Garden City's at 4, their last 5 from downtown. Chavez on the drive to the rim. Count it and one. Circles from the left wing all the way around to the right block, goes around the world. And a chance for another three-point play. 13 for Chavez and 7 rebounds. And it's 9 points again. Look, game's not over. You get plenty of time. You got to get stops and hit shots, which the Brockbusters suddenly can't miss. Chavez, an 80% foul shooter. Connects. This the closest Garden City has been since the first half. They're down 8. 62-54. Down by as many as 19. Here comes the press. 2-1-2. White works the right side. Double team. Overhead pass. Ahead for Easter. Down the middle. Going at Spencer. Fakes a pass twice. Lefty hook rattles in. Easter can use either hand. 64-54 Butler. 7:15 to go second half. Butler answering every Brockbuster run. Chavez to Spencer for Garden City left wing. Backdoor Frazier, count it and one. He beat Easter off the bounce. Butler trying to switch, scrambling around, and Frazier started on the right side of the lane and a wraparound layup off the glass. And a chance again for a three-point play. 21 for Frazier, 17 in the second half. 4th foul on Jones. 64-56, Garden City with an 8. Wide right on the free throw, and Bryce the rebound for Butler.
64-56, 7 minutes to go. Here in the second half. Kyle Fisher calling out the play hammer. That's motion offense. Drive and kick, left corner. This is Hawkins to the top of the key, Easter. Right around Spencer to the rim. This is an out-of-control layup. Loose ball taken in by Traylon Spencer for Garden City. We have a whistle and a foul. And Butler is over the limit. White, I don't know if he was just trying to stop a break, but look up and you're over the limit. You don't commit a foul there. White picks up his first, 8th team foul. This is a 1-and-1 for Spencer, 64-56 Butler. This game's still there, still kind of teetering right now. Spencer free throw, got it. Earns the bonus, 64-57 now Garden City. Back to within 7 with 6:47 remaining. And if you're just tuning in, Garden was down by as many as 19 here in the second half. They have come all the way back. They've cut it to 7. Spencer, second free throw. Got it. 6-point game. It's a 2-possession contest. 64-58. Butler in front with 6.5 to go. 2-on-1 Butler, and Bryce pulls it back out. Had numbers because the Brockbusters were not back after pressing. Hawkins, White, Jones, check that, Dow, Easter, and Bryce, the 5 on the floor for Butler. The 2-3 Brockbuster zone. Bryce inside, hovers left lane line and kisses it off the window. He's got 16. 66-58, Butler with 6:12 remaining. Bryce is 6 of 9. Low left, Spencer on a seal, righty hook, wide right. Osborne tips it in on the offensive glass. Timeout, Garden City. Traylon Spencer misses, but Osborne is right there to tap it back home. And the Brockbusters are within 6 again. 66-60 Butler. Timeout Garden, 6 minutes to go on 99.9 The Rock.
Middle, Cam.
6 minutes to go, second half. Mike Pilosoff at Conestoga Arena. Butler up 66-60 with the ball left to right. Left wing English has hit a couple of threes himself. Reset now with Hawkins. Freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri. Up top English, watched by Woods. 10 to shoot for Butler with 5:40 remaining. Hawkins got caught in the air for English. Back for Hawkins, right corner. Jab step, 3 over Spencer. Line drive, no. Osborne gathers it in for Garden left end line. Butler has cooled off from downtown. They've hit 10 threes. Garden City, it's a 2-possession game after trailing by 19. 66-60 Butler. Spencer crossover in the lane. Sets up Woods. And an offensive foul on Traylon Spencer. Second foul. Check that, third on Traylon Spencer. And Garden City's 16th foul. Butler ball left to right. 18th Brockbuster turnover. 2-1-2, 3/4 court press. Butler's got to get it across. They do. Near side of the floor, Easter. Spencer went for the steal and whiffed. Left wing Bryce could close out by Woods. Brockbusters trying to crawl back from a 19-point deficit. They're within 6. Butler ball, 5 minutes to go. 66-60. Hawkins cradles it under his left armpit. Now wing right comes for Easter. Double teamed in a straitjacket. Step back, and he took too many steps on the right wing against Chavez. And a turnover. Easter, the sophomore from Little Rock. His brother Greg plays at Baker University, was an all-conference player at Mills High School. Easter has 16 points, had 9 of those in the first half. Garden down 6, 66-60 with the ball right to left, 4:40 remaining. Spencer to Osborne left wing, Butler in a man-to-man. Osborne around a screen from Spencer, rolls to the rim, doubled left block, goes up, puts it up, in and out.
Loose ball, and English has it for Butler. Spencer is 3 of 7. He can't buy a bucket, and he's turned the ball over a handful of times tonight. Butler ball left to right up 6 with 4:20 remaining. Easter one-on-one right of the center circle against Osborne. Inside, beat Osborne off the bounce, and then Osborne behind him knocks it off his leg, and a turnover for Butler. And the Blockbusters string together 2 good offensive possessions. Their defense has been much better. As Sean Hopkins checking in on the next whistle for Butler. Garden City ball down 66-60. Spencer high post and a foul and a reach by English, and that's free throws for Garden City, and that's the 3rd on Marquis English. Butler just 2 field goals over the last 3 minutes. At one point in this game, they were up 42-23. English had just hit a 3, and the Grizzlies were about to run Garden City out of the gym. Blockbusters have fought back. They're within 6. 1-1 here for Traylon Spencer. Front end, swish. 66-61. Garden City down 5 now with 4:04 remaining. Blockbusters' biggest comeback this year to win a game. They were down 11 against North Platte, and won the game. 1 of 2 for Spencer at the line. Down the rebound for Butler. 66-61. Garden City down by 5. Butler ball left to right. English left wing. Terminates the dribble, left slot. Kicks it straight away now for Hawkins. Dribbling against Mason Osborne to the nail. Right corner, Hopkins with 10 to shoot. Garden City in a man-to-man. Chavez all over Easter, screened off by Dow. Shot clock at 5. Easter against Spencer. Runner in the paint is short, and Chavez the rebound for Garden City, pushing the other way. Chavez, head fake again. Double clutch, and he has it taken out of his hands by English for Butler. Grizzlies have it. Hawkins left corner 3. In and out, and then back in. Great defensive play on one end, and then Hawkins kills him with a 3 on the other. 3:13 remaining. Butler 69, Garden City 61. Garden ball from right to left. That's a killer missed shot by Chavez. Top of the key, Spencer for Garden City. Wants motion. Hand for Deshaun Woods, comes right. Looking for Spencer, and it's kicked by Marquis English with less than 3 minutes to go. Butler's first points in nearly 4 minutes is a 3 off a beautiful defensive play by English on one end, and then Hawkins drilling the 3 on the other. Just the 13th made 3 for Hawkins this year. Garden ball with less than 3 to go. Down 69-61. Spencer wants it. He's got it. Left block. Drop step. Spin move, and he missed the layup. Rebound Hopkins for Butler, and Spencer is 3 of 8. Butler ball left to right. 2:44 to go. They lead 69-61. Easter, the transfer from Lamar University. Right slot. Jab step against Lamb. Changes the pace and then reset it now left wing with Hawkins. Chavez fights over the pick. Hawkins to the rim, misses the layup out of control. Chavez the rebound for Garden City. Blockbusters need points here. Chavez nearly lost the dribble. Lamb, Chavez, Spencer, Frazier, and Osborne for Garden. They're down 8 with 2:15 to go. They need a basket badly here. Osborne left side angle. 5-second count is on. He's got to move, and he finally does. Down the middle of the lane, Osborne off the glass, too strong, and Hopkins one-hands the rebound for Butler. Grizzlies back left to right. Hopkins going at Lamb, offensive foul, and Kyler Lamb took the charge. Foul on Hopkins, that's his 4th. And for Butler, their 10th team foul. But look, Garden City has gone cold again on the offensive end. They're down 69-61. They cut that 19-point deficit down to 6. Check that 5. They got to within 5. They're now down by 8. Chavez overhead pass, Osborne left wing against Hopkins. Dumps it left mid-post, Woods across the lane, righty hook. Bounces once on the right rim and trickles off to Tracy Jones for Butler.
Grizzly ball up 69-61, 90 seconds left, and Osborne fouls Hawkins near half court right sideline. Garden City's over the limit. And Hawkins is a 57% free throw shooter. So many times this year, Garden City has found themselves down 17, 18, 19, 22 points against Midland. And they come back and they make it to where they have a chance with plenty of time left. And they did it again tonight. And the game's not over, but you almost get the sense that it is. Rockbusters can't hit a shot. 1-1 for Hawkins, and he hits the front end. 70-61 Butler, 1:33 to go. You can't keep digging holes like that, especially when you're shorthanded. Garden City going with an 8-man rotation tonight because of the flu. And Hawkins hits 2 free throws for Butler. 71-61 Butler. Garden City hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Chavez at the top of the key, straight on 3, and trying to fight through that pick. 3 went wide right. Was Hopkins, who just fouled out of the game. Hopkins fouls out with 8 points and 9 rebounds. Hopkins, who missed 9 games this year, from Benton Harbor, Michigan. And now Samuels, who was the screener on that play, is the one going to the line, not Chavez. 1:25 to go second half. Timeout situation. Butler with 4, Garden City with 2. Team fouls 7 for Garden City, 10 for Butler, so double bonus, and Samuels misses the first free throw. Possession arrow favors Garden City, but they're down by 10 after cutting that 19-point lead for Butler down to 5. It's a nice bounce-back performance from Butler after getting run out of the gym in Independence on Saturday. Lost by 40, worst loss in 10 years. Samuels 1 of 2. 71-62. Butler with 1:25 to go. First point for Garden City in over 3 minutes. Hawkins works the middle against the press for Butler, dressed in the black and purple. Straight away it's Easter. Flips left sideline for English, who's hit 3 threes. That ties the season best, 3rd time he's done it. Hawkins to the nail. In and out dribble, kick it, wing right, Easter 3, halfway down and pops out. Woods the rebound for Garden City, down 9 with a minute to go. Chavez, up top for Woods, back for Talik, right wing, goes left with 50 seconds. Left wing, Osborne 3, banks it in. And it's down to 6 again with 45 seconds. So a 3-pointer banked in by Mason Osborne. 71-65 Butler. 45 seconds remaining on 99.9 The Rock. Timeout on the floor. .45 seconds remaining, second half. Mike Pilosoff back at Conestoga Arena. Garden City just used their second to last timeout. Butler has it with 45 seconds, up 71-65. Butler has 4 timeouts. English can run the baseline, but he's called for a 5-second violation and a Butler turnover. He was able to run the baseline, although he did not choose to do so until there was 1 second left on that count. 15th Butler turnover. Garden has it down 6 with 45 seconds to go. They got to score quickly here. Osborne throwing it in line left with Frazier, Chavez, Spencer, and Lamb. Lamb to Frazier, right elbow jumper, wide right. English, the one-handed rebound for Butler, and a foul against Garden City.
Well, Frazier had the right idea. You needed to score quickly, but if you're going to score quickly down 6, you got to shoot a 3. There's not enough possessions left, you would think, as long as Butler hits their free throws, for you to shoot 2s. You're down by 6. So now Marquis English, who was fouled, goes to the line. 1-1. It's the 8th team foul. 73% free throw shooter, and he hits the front end. 72-65 Butler. That's just knowing time and score and understanding the situation. And more often than not, Garden City has faltered in that department. English, line drive on the second is good. 73-65 Butler, up by 8 with 40 seconds. Chavez across the 10-second line. Pull up deep, 25-foot 3, ring it up. Garden City calls their final timeout. 73-68, Garden City trails with 31 seconds to go. Just the second made 3 for Chavez, who was 6 of 17 shooting. 73-68 Butler, timeout on the floor. Grizzly ball when we come back on 99.9 The Rock. .32 seconds remaining second half. Garden City now out of timeouts. Mike Pilosoff at Conestoga. Butler 73, Garden City 68. Butler has 4 timeouts remaining. Team fouls, Garden City 8, Butler 10. So any foul committed not in the act of shooting by Garden City is a 1-1, and the possession arrow favors Garden on a tie-up. But they're down by 5, and they're out of timeouts. Butler inbounding on the end line of the backcourt. English to throw it in. And a foul before the pass ever came in. That's on Talik Chavez. First on Chavez, 19 foul, 1-1 for Easter. Only shoots 81%. 8th in the conference in points per game. He's 11th in free throw percentage and 2nd in made free throws this season with 97. He's got 16 points, his 17th double-figure scoring game this year. One of the top 10 guards, he was rated in Arkansas as a senior at Mills High School. Signed with Lamar University, played in 30 games last season, transferred to Butler, and has been a force, averaging 16 points and 4 rebounds. 1-1, perfect. 74-68 Butler, and he earns the bonus with 32 seconds remaining. One more for Easter. Front rim, he missed it. 1 of 2, Deshaun Woods, the Garden City rebound. 74-68, Butler by 6. Woods fakes a pass, straight away Chavez goes right with 20 seconds. Finds Woods at the nail, and he's fouled on the way up. Missed the shot off to the right, but Deshaun Woods a couple of free throws now. Boy, they needed a again, no time and score. You're down by 6, you don't have a timeout. That's got to be a 3. And Woods, who has struggled at the line, just 61%. Woods first, got it. You'd almost think, and I know this sounds kind of crazy, but maybe you missed the second one here. Try to grab the rebound, and then you hit a 3. Then it's a 2-point game. You got to do all of this because you don't have any timeouts. He misses the second one, but not on purpose. And Easter skies for the rebound. Garden City's got a foul with 15 seconds, and they finally do. Let about 5 seconds come off the clock. And Woods just fouled out of the game. Woods picked up 3 fouls in the first half. That last possession, another missed opportunity that needed to be a 3. Instead, they went for a 2. They got the foul. Then when you hit the first free throw, by design, you need to miss the second one. There's not enough possessions left where you can score when you're down with no timeouts. Marquis English to the free throw line. 10-team fouls on Garden, so 2 free throws. And English basically puts this one away. Knocks down the first of 2. He's got 15 points. 13th time in double figures. Spent a year at Link Year Prep. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists per game as a senior at Pittsburgh High on the eastern side of the Sunflower State. And he knocks down 2 free throws. 76-69, Garden City. Down by 7. And a foul with 11 seconds against Butler. Garden City down by 7. So it's a 3-possession game now. So again, here you are in the same kind of situation. Chavez free throw is good. Down by 6 now. And Garden City without a timeout. Chavez has 18 points for the 2nd consecutive game. Second free throw is good. Garden City down 76-71 with 10 seconds to go and a foul. Five-point Butler lead, 10-team fouls on Garden City. Second foul whistled on Mason Osborne. And Javante Hawkins about to send Garden City to their 8th loss in their last 9 games. Only 1 win since November, the end of November. Hawkins hits the free throw. And what a job by Kyle Fisher. You know, when you talk about off-season acquisitions by any team in the Jayhawk, or any team around the country, picking up a guy that has experience under Jay Herkelman was invaluable for Butler. 8 seconds to go. 78-71, Garden City trails. Chavez comes back and it's a deep 2 from the right arc. But too little, too late. Clock runs out. Butler comes into Conestoga